Hi, I'm Bradu. It's day 39 of 100 Days of Sketch Cards. Makes it March 11th. Um, Feeling pretty good. I just mailed off my Topps Gypsy Queen set. Yesterday I did an art cast on one of those. So it feels good to be done with a set. It always does. And I mentioned a couple times that things kind of got switched around with some of the other sets I was working on. So, like today, well, let's see, last night I finished up that set, finished the last card, and then did a bunch of touch-ups on the whole group, which is pretty standard. I was up kind of late doing that, because then after I finished them, I had to scan them and do all that, email the guy and let him know, figure out where to go, like how to ship them to him and things like that. So, that's done. Today I got some drawing done already, but I might take the rest of the night off. It'd be my first somewhat night off in a while. I got a good hour and a half probably done. No markers, just penciling and inking cards to get, to be ready for whatever the next step. And like I said, I mentioned that things got kind of shuffled around in my the next set I'm working on. Due date got pushed back a little bit. Well, actually, two sets. One of them, the due date got... he hadn't set a specific date, but now that he has, it's given me a little bit more room than I thought I had, and the other set got pushed back a couple months. So, that's great, actually. I could use a little breather, and not that I'm going to take a big break or anything, but I've got plenty of other things to do and that I'm excited to do. It's incredibly motivating doing a daily video, daily update, tracking everything I'm doing art casts, all of that. It keeps the ideas swirling in my head and then keeps me excited to do the next thing. And by giving me a way to share them, other than just, posting the work to my Facebook or to my webpage or whatever, makes it a little more fun too. And I'm really getting into that. So even though right now my deadlines aren't really pressing, it's really good. I think that I'll have a little bit of breathing room. Because I've got sets coming out. Like I mentioned yesterday, Grimm came out. I found out the Pastime set has just been pushed back like a week. No big deal there. So I'll need time to do, usually right when a set releases is your best opportunity to sell artist proofs. So it'll be good to have a little time to sneak a couple artist proofs in from those sets. And actually I've got kind of a backlog I've got stacks of artist proofs from past sets I've done, even up to some of the earliest sets I did. And it's like, since I started doing set work, I've never had a break long enough to get to some of those. So it'll be nice to just be able to plug away at some of those. I've also been wanting to keep up with my experimental ideas, and I've been jotting down a lot of ideas for that, like things I want to try. And I've got the odd commission going on. Well, actually, the most pressing issue right now is one of the commissions I'm working on. The guy needed it by kind of like the end of the month, and it's a larger drawing, not a sketch card. So I wasn't too worried about it, but then he's a semi-local guy, and he just emailed me yesterday and said he's going to be in town this weekend, so any chance you have that done ahead of time? And I was like, well, no, but, this weekend, that's a few days, I might be able to do it, especially since I just got these finished up. So that'll be my next project, but it's a little trickier doing work other than sketch cards now for me, just because I'm so into the rhythm of the sketch cards. And when I do larger work, it takes a little more preparation, finding the right paper and the right size, and I don't know, I might do an art cast on one of those once, but you saw me, if you watched any of my older art casts, I do a grid method for larger work. And that's something I'm wanting to get rid of anyway. I don't really like... I'm going to change the song here real quick. Oh, no, I'm not. Never mind. It's not going to let me. I told you Windows Media Player locks up. Even though it's playing the music, it's locked up. It won't let me change anything. Anyway, this guy, I watched this artist online, and I think I mentioned this briefly, but he was like really, is like a comic book inker, I think. He kind of a youngish kid, or he seemed kid, really good at drawing cars. And he was doing this drawing on telling how important it is to show the direction of the tires when you're drawing a car, and that people overlook that or whatever. And then he did a little ink portrait too. I can't remember who it was, but I feel like it was a celebrity I knew or something. But anyway, he just drew quick. I was like, boom, 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 boom. And somebody's like, oh, do you ever do... What did he say? Do you ever work from photographs, or do you ever... They asked him a question like that, and he's like, oh, no, that would take preparation. Fuck preparation. And I was like, dang, I kind of like that motto. I have a lot of preparation to my style, like, printing up and cropping sketch card reference photos to size and things like that. And like I said, I use a grid method, which I think I'll probably do a video where I talk about that a little bit so people understand it. Because anyway, I did an art cast where I was drawing that portrait of my wife and I last month or earlier this month. No, it was last month, and I used the grid on that one. But it's preparation that I kind of don't really like. And that's one of the things swirling in my head, like, how can I speed things up? How can I cut out steps and still do nice work, or, still do just as good? I liked that dude's motto of fuck preparation. Anyway. So, let's see. I had other things to talk about, but I've already, maybe I don't. That's good. I'll do another art cast soon, too. I'm probably going to have to go shopping for a lamp. And then maybe tomorrow's a good day for an art cast, or maybe Saturday or Sunday this weekend. So, we'll see. I'll probably have at least one more art cast by the weekend, I guess is what I'm saying. Other than that, I might have a little bit of a more relaxed schedule, which, like I said, I'm looking forward to not having the pressing deadlines. But I think for the most part I'll stay busy. I probably will, like I said, maybe not draw much tonight. My wife and I tend to go out to dinner like one night a week or so, and I think maybe tonight will be the night for that. I'll feel like I'm getting rewarded for finishing the Gypsy Queen set. Get to go out to dinner, get to have a little bit of a relaxed art night. But at the same time, I'm now into daily drawing as a habit. I feel like that. I feel like even like today, I was thinking, I'll take the day off from drawing. But even still, I snuck in, 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, and like I said, I've probably done an hour and a half of drawing today. It's pretty good. I showed a Harley Brown book. He's one of my favorite artists, and he's got every artist's, it's right there, Eternal Truth for Every Artist, or something like that. It's a really good book, and I think he's a really good teacher, but he's got something in there at the end. You're supposed to sign the Harley Oath, and it's basically saying that I will promise to try and improve as an artist by promising to draw at least half an hour a day, every day for the rest of my life. And I remember when I first got this book 10 or whatever years ago, I was like, what? That is ridiculous. Nobody could ever do that. And I still do think it'd be pretty darn hard to never, ever take a day off. But as I'm in the middle of this 100 days, I see that it is doable. Even sneaking a half hour in, on what you think is your busiest day or whatever. If you're like the other day, I was at the doctor's waiting to get my blood drawn, and usually it's like in, out, done, and I sat there uh, waiting for like 40 minutes, which never happens. I think it's because I was right at lunchtime. And I was like, damn it, I should have my sketchbook. I could have just done 40 minutes of drawing. And it's times like that that I'm learning to be prepared for and be ready to draw at the drop of a hat. So, anyway, that's probably enough. That's probably enough for today. Yeah, awesome. Thanks for watching, and I don't know, subscribe, comment, give me the thumbs up, whatever. Guess it's not called like on YouTube. It's just a thumb. No, it is, isn't it? I like this or I dislike this. Give me a thumbs down too, just so I know that somebody watched it. At least that's kind of like feedback. All right, later, guys.